Hey everybody, it sure has been a while, hasn't it? Today's episode of the Snark Tank podcast is sponsored by News Voice. As I'm sure most of us already know, almost all US media is owned by a handful of big, creepy, greedy corporations, so finding unbiased information and different perspectives is pretty damn hard. We need to take back control of the news, and this is how you can help. News Voice gives you a personalized news feed by aggregating major news sites as well as international and independent media. Each story shows several sources which are all tagged with their bias and perspective. I've been saying for years that the best way to get accurate information is to cross-reference all of the biased stuff. So this is pretty perfect for me. As a reader, you'll be joining a movement to change the way we consume news and media. You can upvote the stories that you find interesting so more people will see them, or add stories and links that are missing. Not only will you be joining a democratized platform for news, but you'll also be saving time by getting all of your news in one app, with unbiased summaries written by News Voice's community of volunteers. This is something that I genuinely feel is actually super useful and super important right now, so please download the News Voice app completely free from the link in our description on YouTube, and if you're off YouTube, please visit the Google Play Store or iTunes and search News Voice to download it for free today. newsvoice.com/app/the Snark Tank. Thanks again to News Voice for supporting today's episode, and go ahead and show them support. Huh? Do it for me. Do it for Chris.
Hey, look, it's a little dead meme. Hey, look, I know it's
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Snark Tank podcast. It's me again. Last week, we did a shoe on head episode. We had a guest on, but we don't have that this time. We didn't plan that far ahead. Whoops, I guess. But I'm sure we'll have a guest sometime in the near future. Be sure to comment, by the way. Give us some requests.
Yeah,
as to who you'd like on the show.
We're in talks with getting Obama. He's
After we get talking about the whole entire Gaza Strip incident, it'll be really insightful. Because, he has a story, too, we all bitch about it. We're all bitching about what he did and, how that wasn't cool. A lot of children died and a lot of innocent people died. But, he has a story of his own, Yeah. We should talk to him about it.
Yeah. There's two sides to every war crime.
It's not It's not a war crime, but it's definitely not a good thing, Let's
if
real.
a president does it at all, it's a war crime. That's just kind of what it means at this point.
Whatever.
Technically, when Clinton got that little blowy, that was also technically a war crime because he did it as commander in chief.
The biggest war crime.
Yeah.
I forgive him.
And I can't respect that he lied though. If he just went I fucking that bitch gave me head. What the fuck you gonna do about it? I would have been like, oh, that's cool, man. That's cool.
To me, it's just I can't respect the fact that people cared at all.
I just don't care. Let him do his thing.
They cared because he was lying. If he would have just been straight up, everyone would have been like, "Oh, that's dope," and then they would have gone about their business.
No.
Yes.
No, that was like the 90s. It was like back when it was like Christian conservatives and fucking.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, look at all the shit that. Yeah, I guess.
So you would have been okay with it. I would have been okay with it.
Yeah. That's true.
The fucking evangelical Republicans at the time would have been like, "You let a woman's
you know what they would have done?
Touch your penis? What's wrong with you?"
You know what they would have done? They would have pulled the dicks out of their mouth to be outraged. They would have been like, "Oh, I'm sucking my dick. I'm getting this dick sucked in the bathroom stall," and it's like, pause. I need to complain about Bill Clinton meanwhile while they're getting their dick sucked by some dude. Because that's what was happening in every goddamn scenario. Like, oh, you
what were you doing, Mr. President? You popping the dick out of their fucking mouth.
I can't even.
By the way,
what's up?
By the way, I forgot to ask you guys this because I never got your input on this. You guys listened to at least the beginning of the Shoe on Head episode, right?
Yeah.
How'd you like that intro? I thought
intro
it was
really
fun.
cool.
That was really cool. It was fucking creative as shit.
It was.
Yeah,
it was really
I was proud of that. I think that's kind of a good theme going forward whenever we have a guest.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
It's kind of neat.
So what are we gonna do when Obama's
on?
What are we gonna do when Obama's on? You got an idea?
We could have I have an entire flash drive full of drone sound effects.
Oh my god!
Stop. We could probably use a little bit of those.
Reenact that.
You know what's really funny? You know what's really funny?
What's up?
I feel like if he came on a podcast, he would dissuade us because he's so fucking charismatic. We'd probably be like talking shit, and then he'd be like, "Well, now me and Bo, my dog Bo, We were talking about the whole bomb strike. Me and him personally. I can speak to animals. I was blessed, and you see, we
What is it, he's
realized the
Dr.
Syrians had to
Dolittle?
get bombed, and we did it. We did what we had to do, right? But don't worry.
Are you saying that Obama is Dr. Doolittle?
He's like Dr. Dolittle. He's special.
You're fucking disgusting.
You can tell he's different from everybody else.
No,
Me and my dog Bo here.
I kind of get it though. I get it. He's done a lot of shit that angered me. He carried over a lot of things from Bush and kept a lot of his, the same cabinet of all the people that we're angry about. We're like, fuck Bush and his cabinet, his regime, and a lot of them carried over. And I was like, what's happening? I'm angry. But whenever he talks about basketball, I'm like, I can't hate the guy. He's just like, March Madness, and I'm like, oh, dude, that's dope. I totally agree with you. Or, when he was like celebrating the Lakers winning and shit, and he's talking to Kobe, he's talking shit, and I was just like, dude, this guy's so delightful, and it completely erases any bullshit that he does. I love it. But before we dive deeper into talking about Obama's charisma and whatnot, I think we should, leave behind that cutie and bring up, something that, it's kind of Netflix's elephant in the room. There's a big controversy going on, and we definitely should probably talk about it, right?
This movie, Cuties, has been kind of the talk of the town, I feel like, for the last, it feels like a while, right? How long has this been?
At least a week.
I remember the advertisement came out.
Since the summertime, I've been hearing about that shit.
Is it not still summertime?
No, it's not summertime anymore.
Well, technically, yes.
Technically, season-wise,
yet.
but it's what school started, so it's not summertime anymore. That's how you know summertime's over, when school starts.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to when school starts.
It's the fall semester, pretty much. I'm unfortunately.
Yeah.
I pay attention because traffic becomes fucking it's overwhelming.
What, during school time?
Yeah, and all these dumbass kids are coming back. Dude, hundreds, if not thousands of people are now on the streets when they weren't. So it becomes way fucking worse.
Yeah. You guys ignore the stop sign that pops out of school buses, right? Like you guys do that too?
I try to hit it, actually.
You try to hit it. I try to grab onto it.
I sometimes try to throw rocks into the windows, kind of shake them up, dude. Kids need to toughen up.
Anyway, this fucking movie's been making the rounds because it's pretty controversial. I would like to. It would be like a really understating way of describing it. It's about what, 11-year-old twerkers or something?
Basically.
It's like a French film, I think.
Yeah.
Or some European fucking thing.
Yeah, it's French.
But it's pretty uncomfortable. I think there was a cancel Netflix hashtag happening on Twitter because it was like, hey, Netflix is supporting pedophilia with this movie. I gotta be real. I haven't bothered to watch this thing.
Yeah, I mean, who has? Once you hear that kind of stuff attached to it, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna stay away to be safe.
Well, you have to assume, right? Your basic assumption is it's on Netflix. It can't possibly be that, because it's on fucking Netflix.
Well,
so
I don't know. Well, to the contrary, there shows that existed like Toddlers and Tiaras, which is essentially the same thing to me, where they're dressing up these little girls and they're being judged on their looks and stuff like that, where I'm just like, this is insane that this is on television.
That is a fair point. Yeah, no, Toddlers and Tiaras is so creepy. I always thought that shit was fucking weird.
That shit made me sick, bro.
Just anything that has to do with beauty pageants with kids is just really, it's actually kind of astounding that I would see that on TV and just think oh, weird, and then just sort of change the channel without actually thinking oh, this is kind of pedophilic, isn't it? This is fucking really off-putting. So I guess when I saw Cuties, that was, I guess, a little bit more, I guess, I don't even know, what would you say, blatant about it?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's about, this team of, 11-year-old girls who, joined this, twerking thing. This twerking I don't even know, clan. I don't even know how you would describe this shit.
The twerking
clan. No, but you see these. It's really weird because at first, to me, context is really important.
Sure,
it's okay, well, I don't know what the context of this is. but I also don't want to watch it because the nature of what the context is off-putting. And I know that like the message behind it is apparently like, oh hey, you know, the way that America sexualizes kids is really creepy and fucked up. But it's like, are you really doing anything to are you really doing anything to combat that when you just have to do it to make the argument?
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways
like
they could have gone about it. They could have gone about
like
it
you're still
differently.
doing it.
Yes.
Like you're still doing the thing.
I understand the argument.
It reminds me a lot of do you remember the Rick and Morty Pickle Rick dude who jumped on the fucking McDonald's on the McDonald's countertop
he's all
and
ring and stuff.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I'm Pickle Rick, and then he seizes on the ground and they kick him out and he was like, "Oh, I was just being a socially inept ape for like the meme." And it's like, okay, you did it ironically, I guess, to make fun of this group of people, but ultimately now it's like you still ultimately just were that person.
Yeah, and no one thought it was.
You know?
No one thought it was ironic. They thought this guy was legitimately ring and being stupid until he had an interview or something.
You said reeing?
Yeah.
Wait, time out. You said reeing?
Yeah,
Yeah. You never heard of that?
No, what is reeing?
You never heard of re?
Oh my God.
You never heard of the screech, the re, it's like a. I mean, it's a little offensive, right? But it's like the autistic screech. You never heard of that?
Oh my fucking God!
You've never seen.
I always hope better for you.
You've never seen.
I always hope better than that, and then you always like, oh, it was this.
You've never seen those memes? Like there's a lot of.
No, have not. People makes you guys. I'm too busy watching people on Live Leak do fucking fuck. Well, was
and that's like
fuck shit.
That's infinitely worse than this stupid ass meme that I'm talking about.
Yeah, but it's like, bro, it's you and your narrative of the tism, bro. You have a very
no.
narrative.
Sweeny, you are uniquely ignorant in this regard. Like everybody who listens to the show probably knows what that is.
I've never heard that.
You are in the fucking dark.
I am. I'm clearly am.
It's what
we just had Shu on, and Shu's like, I feel like she almost invented it.
She really spread that shit like wildfire. Hell yes.
Yeah,
I never knew that.
Yeah.
When I think of I think of Shu. I really do.
I do too. Like it's that video of her like in the Trump mask walking around in the big pants.
Dude, that shit's great.
Yeah, like, come on, dude.
I'm sorry.
Get with the times.
I'm sorry, my bad.
And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, the Pickle Rick guy was actually ring, like literally. I think if I remember correctly, he's like doing it like re or something.
Yeah, no,
and
he literally is. No, you're right. He totally literally is reing.
Okay,
but yeah, I don't know. The whole Cuties thing to me, it's like it's just that to me, where it's like, okay, there are ways to say child sexualization is bad without straight up sexualizing kids. And, you know, I get that there's a greater context to it, whatever. I feel like it still crosses like some kind of line.
I think it definitely, it absolutely crosses lines because to me, there's no excuse to sexualize kids. And
the same line, by the way, I feel like I need to say this. The same line, by the way, I think is crossed by like toddlers and tiaras and those like beauty pageants. I think they're
absolutely.
They're
They're disgusting. They're disgusting things.
Yeah, and that's why there's a part of me. The only thing that I like, to the people that are going hard in the paint, you know, protecting the children, the only thing that is sketchy to me is where I'm like, where the fuck were you when toddlers and tiaras or any other weird shit like that props up? Like, I didn't see anybody saying shit. Then now it's like become like this global disaster of a thing where I'm like, dude, I don't know. I found this shit just as repulsive when I see any of the other stuff. And I remember like watching South Park, and it was an episode about like people's souls being trapped in limbo and like they need to take off and they couldn't because of Michael Jackson. And then his soul possesses Ike, and he wants to be like a beauty pageant thing like Michael Jackson. And I remember the judges like judging these kids, and it was like these three old dudes like grabbing their dicks and like salivating and shit. And I was busting up laughing because I'm like, these motherfuckers understand. They understand like who those shows are for. Like these fucking gross ass dudes. Because I don't even understand like what parent would allow their children to do this. And to me, this is like kind of the biggest point about the Cuties thing, where I'm like, would you, if you had an 11-year-old daughter, would you find it acceptable for her to be twerking and grinding her ass and whatever the fuck else they're doing? Like, would you find it acceptable? And I would assume that people would say no. So I'm like, why do you not have a problem with Cuties, regardless of the context? Like there's actual children doing this shit, and not you know, To Catch a Predator. You know, To Catch a Predator would have those decoys, and they were just young. They were adults, but they were posing as like 12 and 13-year-olds and shit. I'm like, at the very least, you couldn't have done that. Like, find some young actor. I know people that look very young, but they're adults. I'm just saying, at the very least, you couldn't have done that.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Like, yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same reason why a lot of those teen movies get away with so much, right? Where it's like
100%.
A lot of like classic teen movies are like super sexualized.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
It's like American Pie or like whatever the hell. Yeah. But it's usually like actors who are like in their fucking 20s who really don't look like teenagers at all. Who are just sort of playing these characters, and that's kind of why it's fine. But also just because I feel like people just have a greater. I feel like people in general, like when they think back to high school, they remember just all the weird like hormonal shit. Like high school is a very like sexually weird time.
You're very in between as a person. Like there's a very in between space of you as like a being.
Yeah, I feel like everybody can like remember that facet and just sort of but like when you're 11, like I don't know about you guys, but like I the last thing I was thinking about when I was like 11 was women in any capacity. Women's rights. Just nothing.
Honestly, the latter still escapes me sometimes, but
like I didn't know, like I assumed that I was straight, I guess, but I wasn't thinking about it. I was thinking like, oh man, when's the next time I'm gonna feel as happy as I did playing Spider-Man 2 for the Xbox again? Or like, oh man, I wonder when they're gonna bring chicken fries back. You know, that was the shit that I was thinking about. I wasn't thinking about
for me. I knew
girls
women
at all
did,
at 11.
I knew women did stuff, and I knew they had like a place in society. But I just did stuff. I just didn't know what it was, and I didn't understand why they were so annoying. I was like, I don't know. You're supposed to be around, but like at the same time, you make me so mad because you're just mean to me for no reason. Like I don't know why you're here. I know why my dog's here. My dog is my friend. It protects me. My parents feed and protect me. But you don't fit the equation. So someone inform me.
You're like those Skyrim memes. But instead of it being speech 100, it's like sexism. It's just like fucking it's like legendary maxed out, dude. You gotta start over again.
I gotta reallocate those skills. I gotta start back at 15 and then go up from there.
Yo, but no, I totally understand, man, because I remember I have specific memories of being young, thinking I kind of knew what was going on. I remember having a conversation at that 10 or 11 with my friends about girls, and we didn't understand anatomy, obviously, so we came to the conclusion, like, we're smart, like, oh, girls obviously pee out of their butts, you know, because they're not sitting, they're sitting down. It doesn't make any sense. So that's just the conclusion. Not having any, like, not sexual thoughts, but just trying to figure shit out. And I remember I stole one of my uncle's porns, because it's always the uncle that has the fucking porns that you steal. And it was called Starbanger, and it was a gangbang. And I was so confused. And I remember at the very end thinking oh my, like, why are they peeing all over her? And like, it took a while for me to get much older and be like, oh, they were coming all over her. That's fucking wild.
Yeah,
like,
no,
I was so innocent. I didn't know what was happening.
That's not even like in the cards when you're that young. I feel like. I mean, like I'm sure for some people it's like it might be different, but I feel like the overwhelming majority of people just don't have any kind of experience like that or have any understanding.
I think it might be
like that until they're like in high school, like and even in high school, probably like it's usually like maybe the second year before you start realizing like what you're supposed to be doing. Like ninth grade for me, I remember just like I don't know what the fuck was going on. I remember in ninth grade, it was just like, I guess I knew like in ninth grade that I liked girls, I guess. Like I understood that, but I still didn't really understand what the fuck the point was. But
oh no, I would say a little bit around that time when I was at least curious, like stealing my uncle's porn. So I was totally like, I was past the cootie part, but I wasn't to the point where it's like, I don't understand, like say the kids that are having kids really young. Like, I was like, what is this drive? I've heard arguments that it's the chemicals in the food, that the hormones that's making the chickens and everything grow faster, that's making the kids grow faster. I don't know if that's true at all. I just heard that. Because these kids are becoming hyper sexualized to the point where when we were young, like I don't know, when I was 10 years old, I wasn't like, I need to fuck some pussy. Like there was zero thoughts of that. It probably wasn't until when I actually started getting into porn in like 7th grade, when I was actually starting to like understand what was happening. And I was like, that seems kind of cool, but I still didn't do anything to like act upon that because it was still like kind of a fantasy. It was just like, it was like, whoa, this is wild. Like, this is crazy. And then, you know, in high school is when it was like, I think I'm ready. Like, my pits are way sweatier. Like, I'm fucking, you know, like, I think my dick's way harder now because it's just like it was like, I was like maxed out at like the testosterone. So it was just like, yeah, we're good now. Let's fucking actually start hunting, you know?
Yeah.
And,
I think the age in general is just like where the problem really is. And it's just like, this is, like you said, they could have went about this in a myriad of different ways, and they just seem to go like the complete fucking. But what pisses me off, honestly, about it is like there's a lot of people on the internet who are like, they have these like stupid farcical arguments where it's like, oh, I'm sorry that you found this. I'm sorry that you found this movie arousing just because you're pointing out that it's like sexualized, and it's like, what the fuck? Are you fucking joking, dude?
Was insane.
I hate when people try to flip shit on me like I'm the fucking villain when I'm obviously pointing out something fucked up. Like that shit gets me heated. It's just like, oh, you so clearly since you're noticing this is clearly attracting. It's like, no, that's what someone that is an adult does to attract someone else, and a child doing that. That's fucked. That is fucked up.
The argument would be if someone genuinely believed that, then they would think that if kids were fucking, they would be like, well, since I don't find it attractive, it's not sexual. Like, are you fucking high? Are you fucking, what is wrong with you?
That's totally
What a stupid argument.
Some people are just so fucking...
Like, what are they doing? Like, see, to me, it's like, it's either, number one, you're trying so hard to be a contrarian, or number two, you like fucking kids and you're trying to like subconsciously defend it or something. Cause I don't understand that line of thinking of why would you, cause even if I was indifferent, I would still be like, yeah, I can see how that's kind of wrong. So I would be fine if it was gone. You know, even if you kind of weren't that bothered, you'd be like, yeah, you know, that is probably crossed the line. I don't know. It doesn't bother me, but yeah, it probably shouldn't be up there. I don't know. Like, what's going on here? Why are you defending this shit? What is that?
I feel like the middle ground opinion to me is just like, hey, I don't know the full context of this because I haven't seen the movie, but it seems really questionable and it probably should be reevaluated. That to me is like the basic, like, reasonable opinion. Because, like, I haven't seen it, and, like, it bothers me to criticize, like, on a base level, it bothers me to, like, criticize something so heavily without understanding the full context of it, because it goes against, like, typically, like, how I operate, but I just think this is such a uniquely off-putting situation where I feel like I don't really need full context.
Because the plot isn't the fucking problem. That's the thing. It's, like, who they use to express this plot. Yeah.
It's not the plot or the message. It's literally just the actions that the studio took to make it.
Yeah, because like you said, you brought up American Pie or something, or one of my favorite movies is Varsity Blues, and my mind actually I know they're in high school, but my mind forgets about that because they're clearly not. James Vanderbeek, any of those fucking people are clearly old as shit. And like, say, when the scene comes up with the chick and the whipped cream, she like wants to bang him and stuff because he's the star quarterback now. And it's like a really hot scene for like a teen. You're like, yeah, that's fucking badass. But I don't see them. I never saw them as my fucking equal, even though I know they're playing high school football, you know, and it's totally fine because if you got actual teenagers to do that,
that'd be gross. That'd be statutory. Also,
it would be fucking nuts. It would be like, yo, I don't think you can do this.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, it creates a problem.
What was that Disney Channel movie where, like, at the end, I think you guys know what I'm talking about, but at the end, there's this, like, kid, he's, like, 12 or 13, and he kisses this, like, grown woman, and, like...
Oh, you're talking about Blank Check. You're talking about Blank Check.
Is that what it is?
Right? Are you talking about that old movie where this kid, you know, he fucking scams this, he gets a blank check and then he buys all this shit and then he gets this limo pretending to be like the assistant of this guy and she's like helping him out with all this stuff. And then they're playing by the jet sprinkler things. What are they called? Those. It's like a water system when they do all those patterns and stuff. You know, like you'll see it at like Disneyland or whatever. It's just all the. Yeah. It's all those the water things. They're shooting up and they're making patterns and there's colors usually. They're like playing in that thing, and then she fucking kisses him on the mouth. Like, you're too young, but like, it still kisses him. And I'm like, scratching my head, like, this is, you always say, imagine if this was flipped, right?
Yeah, no, it's totally creepy. But I think, I don't even know if that's the same movie, because the movie I'm thinking of is, the movie I'm thinking of is like at the end, I think like at the end, it seems like a scene that would be like towards the end of a movie like this, but it's like a Disney Channel movie or like a TV Nick movie, like something like that. Or like one of those like, what was Channel 49 back home? Fucking ABC Family or whatever.
Yes,
it's like one of those. And it's just this young kid and this older woman kisses him, clearly like in her late 20s, like early 30s maybe. And the kid's like either like 11 or 13, like one of those ages, or in between.
I'm assuming you're talking about the same movie. I think you're talking about Blank Check. I'm gonna send you the link right now.
Is this it?
It's the fountain. It's there in the fountain.
This is it. This is what you're talking about.
Wait, I remember this. But does he say like in like 6 more years or something?
I'm gonna look at it.
There's a scene where like something like this happens, and he goes like, "Oh, I'll hit you up in like 6 years," and she goes like, "Oh, I'll wait for you" or something. I don't know if this is the same, because this kid doesn't look like the kid that I'm remembering. But like, but either way, the fact that this is a trope at all is like really, really weird. But yeah, no, like I remember seeing shit like that and being like, "This is uncomfortable."
Isn't she like way older than him? But that's I don't know. That's just people are weird. This is
really
just weird.
Fucking bizarre.
No, yeah, this is it, because I'm okay. Hold on, because
you're probably right.
Yeah, that's it. I remember that scene myself, and I was like, "This is strange. White people are weird."
Yeah, I'm gonna send the actual, because somebody made a Law and Order meme of it, of course, after they're like talking about
that's totally it. Yeah,
yeah, dude. And here's the funny thing: Blank Check as a kid was one of my favorite movies, because I was like, oh, imagine being like having this situation and stuff. And of course I thought there was nothing wrong with that at the time, because my mind wasn't thinking about that. It wasn't thinking about like, I don't know. I didn't even want, that's the interesting thing. You know, when people say that like, oh, lucky you got to bang your teacher and stuff. When I was that age, the age of that kid, I wasn't thinking about banging teachers and stuff or anything like that. So it's always kind of
slightly. I was thinking about kissing girls.
Yeah, so it's so weird that they did this, and then it aged so fucking boring.
When I was that age, I didn't think about kissing anything, actually. Kissing anything was gross. My grandma was like, give me a kiss on the cheek, and I'd be like, I don't want to kiss you, Grandma. Kissing is icky. The only thing I want to kiss is my food.
Yeah. I think I was like, I think I was, because the show Doug, I was inspired to write a journal.
Oh my God.
And,
oh my God.
Dude, yeah, I was a fucking kid, dude. You can criticize me, but I was fucking a kid. You know, it's like, of course, you're gonna criticize kids for doing a bunch of stupid, cringy shit.
Of course.
And but the cool thing is, it's a time capsule that I checked out when I moved, and I was reading some of it, and the stuff that I wrote in there, like I thought, and this was maybe I was like 12, just about to get into middle school or something like that, or maybe I was, and I legitimately was like, oh, I think this girl likes me and stuff, but I never did anything. I never talked to them. Not really. I was just like friends, but the way that I wrote was as if like I knew something was going to happen. Like, oh yeah, you know, like maybe I can I was basically almost like emulating Doug, where he was trying to fuck Patty Mayonnaise. But
oh my God.
And he was just,
I totally understand that, because when you're a kid, you just emulate the shit that you see, because it's just
absolutely.
like, oh, that's just how people are supposed to act, right? Like that's why it's like always really cringy when you watch kids like lie. Like whenever a kid lies to you, because the only real examples of lying that kids see is like obvious lying on television shows. So they actually like, they give themselves like away whenever they lie.
Like, no, I would never do that. That's not what happened. And I'm just like, you're fucking lying. Why does your voice go up like 2 octaves, you little dumb bitch? Why are you fucking shaking your head like that?
Yeah, they literally like telegraph their lies because like to them that's like the way you lie. It's kind of it's annoying, but it's interesting, or just like the way that they try to like the way that they understand like the basics of like reverse psychology, but they don't really understand like how to do it. Like I remember my nephew when I was home for one of the Christmases these past few years, he was like, "Man, I really." He came up to me. He's like, "Man, I really want to play the Xbox today, but I just don't know why." As if I was like supposed to be like tricked into letting him play my Xbox or something. It was really weird. Like
I don't know why.
I don't know why. It's really strange. It's like, no, it's not strange. You know, they made this thing because people like to play it.
Should have shoved him. You'd fucking shove him like that. Don't fuck with me. What is that?
Just ask me.
That's when you gotta drag him outside to the front of the house, give him some boxing gloves like every Hispanic uncle does, and be like, "All right, so we're fighting now. We're fighting now, all right? So we're gonna be out here for a few hours."
No. What Puerto Rican? What is that? Boxing? We're not Irish,
bro.
We're not prize fighters.
All of my uncles did that shit, bro. Literally, I kid you not. Every time I'd go stay with my Uncle Louis, every single time, I would come home with fucking bruises, and my grandma would be like, "What happened?" And I would say I fell or some shit because I didn't heard her yell at him. And then one day,
my uncle
older
would box
cousin,
you?
No, he would make all the kids box. All the little boys would fight each other.
Your uncle made little boys fight each other?
Yeah, it'd be like a little family fight club, bro. And every time, every fucking time, dude. And then
wait. Little. So it was your family.
It would be me and all my other male cousins who would be over there.
Okay, all right.
And
so
we'd be
the
like
way you
just
said
fighting.
That, I want you to understand, given the context of what we've just been speaking about.
What's up?
The way you said that sounded like your uncle ran a bit of a club in which the local neighborhood little boys would gather at his place to fight each other.
It's the fucking gravel pit.
I mean, look, I understand.
My uncle would make all of the other cousins fight each other because the other uncles would just drink. They would just drink and they'd watch us fight each other. And like, I remember doing that too in Puerto Rico. We would go on a rancho and we'd fight each other. And it's like, what the fuck? What is wrong with you guys?
That's not really like
that's Hispanic shit, bro.
It's Hispanic.
No. That's not Hispanic.
Absolutely, it is because I lived it.
Chris,
I lived it.
Look. I don't know too much about the other Latin countries and Hispanic countries, but Mexico, boxing is their sport. Like it's football and boxing. They're like on the same level.
Look.
And just being like a Mexican fucking prize fighter.
Mexicans
is like
are boxers?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Some of the best boxers
like one
around
of
now are Mexican.
The most famous boxer right now is like the pure boxer. Mayweather's retired, well, kind of. But Canelo Alvarez, even though he looks
white, he's a whitey.
Irish is shit because he's super pale and redheaded because, obviously Spanish came over and fucked everybody. But
so he's he's pale and redheaded. He's Irish, dude.
No, he's Puerto Rican. He's Mexican. He's definitely a Mexican man.
Okay. Because Spanish people are white in Europe. Spanish people are white because it's Europe. They traveled to Mexico and fucked everybody. And there's a lot of them that have like almost no fucking native Indian genes left in them because the Spanish fucked it out of them. So Canelo is white as shit because of those genes from up there. But he is Mexican as shit because that's all he knows. He was born in Mexico.
I understand.
And he's an amazing boxer. There's...
Look.
I understand. Hold on. I understand that he's culturally Mexican. But you show me a Mexican man who is pale with orange hair, and I'm going to have to tell you it's like, okay, yeah, he's Mexican, but he's very clearly also Irish.
No.
Like, that's Irish DNA to a T.
I would just say that's a Mexican man. I'm like, oh, where are you from? Mexico? Oh, you're from Mexico? You're clearly a Mexican person. That's it.
You don't think he's got Irish DNA in there?
He might very well have Irish DNA,
Not might, dude. Absolutely.
But look, let me explain.
Fucking redhead.
There's also a bunch of dark-skinned Mexicans
You don't have
who
to
box.
just be Irish to be redhead.
Yeah.
You understand?
I've never seen a
bunch
single
of
redhead that isn't Irish or Scottish in some way.
I mean, they're usually from there.
It's usually, and it's because of the climate, right? But you can be in the UK as well. You can be in a lot of those climates over there where it's just like it's not like say your redhead is just completely that means that you're
I know
Irish
a
or Scottish
Salvadorian that has red
like
hair
that.
actually. He's white with red hair. He's a Salvi.
He's got Irish in him.
You might.
I promise you.
But let me finish this. On the Caribbean islands, bro, if you cannot fight, you are going to be attacked by everyone in your family. Absolutely.
No, obviously, in general, everybody has to. In general, everybody needs to know how to fight.
So they would make the boys fight.
As a stereotype,
they'd make the boys fight.
The stereotype of a prize fighter is typically Irish. That is typically what it was.
Not anymore, dude. Not anymore.
It's
if you're
now.
in a boxing, like it's fucking. There's one of the best boxers, Roberto Duran. I think he's from Panama, if I remember correctly. Oscar De La Hoya, and there's just like these famous boxers
throughout the 80s and 90s, all
Mexican.
dominated by black people. It's a lot. It's
well, it just depends on it depends on the class.
Yeah,
it depends on the weight class because, like, say there was like say middleweight back in the day. There was these huge and welterweight. There was like a lot of just like Mexicans killing it, and like right now, like I said, if you pay attention to boxing, like the fucking Canelo Alvarez, and it would always be Canelo and Triple G, this Russian. They were always going ahead. They were like two of the best in their weight class. But then right now, it's a fucking UK dude, Tyson Fury in heavyweight. But it shifts. But one thing for sure, like who was the heavyweight champion for a little while because he beat this guy Anthony Joshua, who's from the UK. It was this I can't even remember his name, but he's this Mexican dude, this chubby Mexican dude.
Oh yeah, the chunky fool.
He was
that one. I was. Yeah,
he was the first heavyweight champion. It was like a Rocky situation because he got an opportunity and he actually beat him, and it was Mexico exploded. Like like my homies that are from like Obregon and stuff or Sonora or whatever. They were like, holy shit, finally the first heavyweight Mexican boxer. It was a huge deal. Like it's a huge thing over there. I can't remember his name because he was so like, it was such a one-off thing.
He won though. He won his fight though. He won his fight.
He did, but he fucking got destroyed in the rematch though. But anyway.
I don't know. My experience is just like my family's just a bunch of drunk people.
That's you're lucky. You're lucky you didn't have to fight your fucking cousins and go home with bruises. And I mean, I would win sometimes, but like I wouldn't often win. Sometimes I'd get my KOs and I'd beat up my cousin, but sometimes I'd be like, yo, I really don't want to do this. Then my older cousin went, and then he hurt somebody. And then my grandma found out, and then she tried to kill him. He was like, I'm going to fucking kill you if you do that again. It was hilarious.
Yeah, no. My experience was just like a bunch of fucking, everybody had coquito forever. Was basically it.
You had a nice Puerto Rican family. We had like fucking warriors.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, you guys were very like civilized and we're just like, like boxing up. Yeah, because I agree with Sweeny, man. I've seen it. It
was really bad. I hated going there.
Most of those homes I'd go to, my homies' houses, there's like boxing gloves hanging up somewhere. There's like and I'm not even sure. I'm like, are they actually boxing or was it like a dream of their dads at some point or something like that? There's just some type of.
It might be more of a Mexican thing, but I really don't think it's Puerto Rican. I feel like if you're fighting each other, if you're like Caribbean, you're fighting each other, there's no fucking boxing gloves happening. Nobody's putting on fucking protective gear for that. You're just probably fighting over some fucking weed or something.
As kids, you're not gonna let the kids. The thing is that if you're doing it and you don't want your kids' parents to find out, you have to put gloves on so you don't bust up your hands and your face.
But the adults aren't doing that though. It's the kids doing it of their own volition. In Caribbean families, I feel like the kids just fight each other. The kids will fight each other like it's like they want to kill each other. It's fucking insane. Like they're not gonna put on boxing gloves or like put on like a fucking little helmet.
No, it was no helmet. It was just gloves. You put on gloves.
I saw one of my.
That's it.
You have kids.
I saw a kid in my neighborhood dangle his little brother off the fucking fire escape.
That's so not fucking funny.
I can't remember.
That's so not funny.
That's really cool.
It was only the first floor, so it was funny.
Okay, I guess.
I mean, I guess.
But like, that's funny.
Dude, I was fucking cracking up. I was like, I don't know what the fuck could have possibly instigated this altercation, but like one of them is clearly winning.
Are you guys? If you guys have kids, are you guys gonna like try to like put them in anything
if they want to be? If they show a natural spark and they want to be in it, I'll do it. But if they don't want to do that, well, either they're gonna get good at something or they're gonna study a lot. So they gotta make a choice.
I'm planning on intentionally starving them of resources.
Oh, that's cool.
You're gonna raise little psychopaths, man.
No, I'm saying like I don't think kids that are raised in well-to-do households are stable people. I think, typically speaking, I feel like they need to. You can't you can't grow up in like Beverly Hills, you know what I mean? Like I think it just fucks you as a person. I think your morals are fucked. I feel like you're
too soft.
I don't know about
it's not even that you're too soft. I actually think they're just more likely to be sociopaths. I think genuinely like it fucks you up because you don't know what it's like not to have shit. So even if this is like best case scenario, if I'm like somehow a millionaire and I'm like really well to do, I'm going to live in like an apartment. I'm going to get like bare minimum shit. I'm not like I just won't. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to like give my kids like a fucking 5-star existence.
I mean, look, I think you can live in a nice house, but just make them earn their shit. Yeah,
that's what I was going to say. You have to make them earn it.
It's like the Asian communities that I've lived in, or like some of my friends, a lot of them grew up wealthy because their parents busted their ass, but their parents came down on them with fire and fury if they didn't act right. And it kind of taught them discipline, and they're so brilliant. Like, some of my friends, like, one of my friends was a fucking prodigy, like guitarist, and he's so casual about it because it's not his passion. He was just like so disciplined in learning stuff, where he's like, yeah, I'm fucking essentially he could really be a rock star if he wanted to. He's like, his mind's that brilliant, but he's like, I just want to go into nursing. And I'm just like, oh, okay. All right then, man. It's crazy seeing the type of household he is in. But I think like, you know, there's also that aspect of it. It's almost like growing up in a broken home with them being the parents being so like cracked down hard on their kids. And it's more of like, you're disappointed if you bring in anything less than perfect. So I guess to a certain extent, there's still some type of struggle that they learn from.
I was definitely the kid that had the parent that was like, you gotta bring in straight A's, you gotta do all this crazy shit. And then when I started rebelling really hard. Because that happens too, where you just like, you completely withdraw somebody. Because like, I wasn't poor. My grandmother was a doctor. And then like, I never got shit. Like, it would be times where like, kids that were poor were telling me shit. And I was like, why do I relate with this? My grandmother lives in a fucking condominium that she had fucking built for herself. And I'm like, in Poughkeepsie, just like, kids like, yeah, I can't get this. My parents said we get the money for it. I was just like, my grandma just said I can't get it because she just don't want me to have it. I'm not even doing bad in school. So like, for me, like, it taught me how I had to like get my own stuff. And like, it made me respect her money because it was like, her money is her money and my money is my money. And I respected those two things. But like, there's nothing wrong with when your child excels, rewarding them for excelling. Because that's how the world's supposed to treat you, you know? That teaches your kid actually that they deserve what they work for. Also, it also filters back into that mentality. So my kids, if they do good, if they exceed my expectations, if they do fantastically, I will reward them. But if they just fuck up, then I'm not going to reward them.
Right, but that's the thing. It's like, if you're like well-to-do and you're just constantly like giving them everything,
showering them, yeah, you shouldn't do that.
That's what I'm saying. It's like if they do get that reward, they're just going to be like, oh, whatever, you know, because it's like they're already used to just having the best shit. And I don't know. I feel like I would hate to have a kid like that. I feel like that would be a kid that I would loathe, and I don't want to loathe my child.
Not liking your children, dude. That's insane. I thought about that too. Like, what if you don't like your kids?
Then you move them into
scary, dude.
You just move them. You just be like, hey, go live on your own. Live in like one of the places that's currently on fire right now.
That's insane. It's like, oh yeah, I have a son and he raised him and I gave him everything he wanted and he still turned out to be a piece of shit. I don't like his personality at all. In fact, I kind of hope he dies.
I really think that for at least from what I see, I think a lot of that shit can just be avoided if you develop like a real bond with your kids and not just like, here's a kid, you know, like there's a difference where, like, say the way that I grew up, even though I'm totally cool with my mom, we didn't hang out. You know, we didn't ever, like, the only time I wanted to show her something when something was really funny or whatever. But other than that, like, we didn't like say, hey, let's go here. Let's do that. Like, she was doing her own thing and I was doing my own thing. And, you know, we're still cool, but like, there's no like, you know, like, hey mom, you want to go catch this movie? You want to go to dinner or something like that? And what I would like to do, you know, having kids is develop that type of rapport where they actually see me as like, hey, I genuinely want to hang out with this person. You know, like I actually enjoy this person's company. And I think there's like so many kids that just do not, like they can't see their parents in that light at all. And I think that's kind of like becomes how there's that separation that where they become very different people. because I see these families that I get so tripped out on seeing like the siblings. They're so insanely close. The parents are so insanely close. They go on family vacations like once a year, some shit like that. And me, like, we had a little bit of that. Oh, let's go to Vegas or whatever. Let's go to Laughlin, you know, but I still didn't hang out with my fucking mom or nothing.
I
was just in the arcade.
I feel you. I started hanging out with my grandmother when I was like 22. Like 21, 22 is when I started, like, became friends with my grandmother. But the thing is that I don't really believe in the whole being friends with your children when they're actually children thing. That I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all.
I don't necessarily see it as, I'm not even talking about the friend aspect, like say you treat them as a homie so you don't discipline them like a parent. I'm just talking about like really being in the presence, like, you know, I really like my mom. I want to hang out with her. I just mean like that, like I enjoy being around my mom because she's a fun, caring person or something. It's more of like,
I understand that.
That type of, it's more of that type of feeling, or not just like, this is my homie. I guess there's a separation, what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I kind of like, I want my kids to like me, and my personality lets me know that I'm pretty sure I'm going to be like a likable dad. I'm going to be like a probably very cool parent, and my kids are going to like me for the most part. But the idea is that I also don't really need my kids to like me. I just want them to respect what I do for them. I don't really need my kids to be like, oh, my dad's the coolest dad ever. I want my kids to be like, my dad did everything he could. He provided for me. That's all I care about. That's
totally fair. That's totally fair.
That's my only focus. I don't give a fuck if they like me. As long as I know I keep them safe and I feed them and I clothe them and I have a place where they can live, then like I'm fine with that.
Your kids are gonna hate you.
I don't think my kids are gonna hate me.
They are, you know why? Because you're gonna write their names on their birth certificates, and you're gonna misspell both of them, and then they're gonna have to go through life with like stupid fucking names.
Then
because
that's fine. I'll name simple
something.
names. Simple. Or I'll just have my girlfriend name them. Easy.
You're gonna name your son like Tom, and it's gonna have like the symbol for boron instead of the O, like with the O with the line through it. You're just gonna have this fucking kid who's like, I don't know how to.
That's gonna be fucking cooler than Tom.
No, because he can't type his
like,
name.
Yo, my name's kind of sick.
He's gonna fail the SATs because he's not gonna be able to get his name right. He's just gonna be like, "That's not your name, dude. There's no way that's your name. You failed."
Look, if you fail the SAT because you spelled your name wrong, then there's a bigger problem than just having a fucked up name. First and foremost,
I remember there was like a thing
because it's dude, you get like a dismal amount of points for spelling your name wrong, like a comedically low amount of points. That's not what you should be focusing on. If you spell your name wrong, you should still get a small amount of flying colors.
You get a small amount of points for spelling your name wrong.
Yeah, it's part of you get points for spelling your name right.
No, just writing your name, just like putting your name on the test.
Yeah, just spelling your name on it. You get a small amount of points.
That's all I did.
That's all you did? Damn.
Yeah, I just wrote my name down.
I just came on my paper and I was like, I'm done with this.
I actually did super well. On the English part, and then like the math part, I just completely fucked.
The SAT wasn't hard because it was just shit you learned throughout all of high school, which is not anything hard. No, that was the hard part was like calculus. Like, oh, this is kind of difficult.
Yeah, but schools don't really teach you anything really, though. It's like they just sort of say like, hey, here's memorize this for the test, and then when the test happens, you can forget everything, and that's kind of like to save save storage space in my brain. I was like, all right, well, I'm done with this. I don't need this shit. Fuck this.
Dude, that was the secret of summer school, where I would tell people, I'm like, if you really want to get through something that's difficult, take it in summer school because it's jam-packed in a small amount of time.
Derek got the right idea, actually.
So, like, when I was taking...
You're right.
Yeah.
Dude, when I was taking, like, say, I hated geometry. And so I went to geometry honors in the summer because literally they would teach you the shit, and then at the end of the day, they would give you the test. And I was just like, this is... Why isn't everybody doing this? It was... I aced it, and then I forgot everything. It was just great because, like, I'm not going to be an architect. I'm not a fucking billiards player. I don't give a fuck about
geometry. Geometry is like the only math that I did fucking perfectly. And
Geo
like
I
was a fucking. Well, Geo is like, it's just like the way you think about. Thanks for dismissing my intelligence.
I'm not saying you passing it doesn't mean anything. I'm just saying it was like, that wasn't a very hard math.
No. It is the easiest math, I think. Aside from like algebra. Algebra's probably a little bit easier. But
algebra isn't basic algebra is easy.
That's what I said.
It's different though. Trig is animal. I'm taking trig again right now. College level trig. It's really fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, fuck
fucking
trig.
Crazy.
Trig is stupid.
No, dude. But honestly, fuck anything after like advanced algebra. because you don't need it. That's what pisses me off.
Geometry, I just remember being fucking easy because it was just like shapes and shit, and like you kind of like at a base level, if you've lived in Manhattan, like that's like geometry is just how you get around. You're just like, oh, up one over one, literally. It's just a bunch of fucking. It's a grid system, and it's just based on degrees and shit. It's like, oh, I know exactly how to get. You know, what I realized today walking around because I'm in the city right now, and I was walking around earlier, and I realized that the Joe's Pizza in Union Square is like my North Star, and everything that I can get to is in relation to that place. Like, oh, that's up 53 blocks and over 2, and I'll know exactly how to get there. It's
for me, geometry was just like there's a shape and there's a way you define the area of the shape because this shape's area equals this sort of, equation, and that's very simple. It was like you're pinning something's math to a shape. That's easy.
It's visual math.
It's just easy.
Yeah. But most times though, I'm like, so I was trying to think of like everyday things other than when I was playing like fucking basketball and when I was playing, when I would play pool a lot, I would use geometry as shit, especially in pool. Like that's obviously like billiards is defined by that. And I'm trying to think of like everyday things. I'm like, when am I really using it? Like I was like, maybe when I'm measuring certain things, like I was measuring the circumference of something so I can make a hole. But then like I was thinking besides that, I'm like, I don't really need to know like diameters and I don't really need to know the names of angles. Like what is the point of me knowing that this is a fucking acute angle? Like I don't understand. This is obtuse. What is that? What is that?
Realistically, there's no math that you really need in the modern day because you could just Google everything.
Well, no, you need algebra.
I do think true.
You need those things.
You can Google any problem that you would need.
That's very true, but you shouldn't need to take out your phone to solve basic problems. That's dumb.
No, I know, I agree. But what I'm saying is like for geometry and stuff, it's like, a lot of that stuff is like not super necessary, but it's like, I would argue geometry really comes into play like the second you're like a homeowner and the second you start like building shit or the second you're like, cause I remember just thinking like, cause I wanted to hang shelves in my room and I was thinking like, fuck, I need like all these tools. And I remember how to do it, but like I just needed geometry that I hadn't used in a while, and I was like, oh shit, all right, well, let me see if I can dust this off. I haven't done it yet just because I don't feel like doing it, but it really does come into play. Like if you're making like cosplay or shit, like that's totally fucking important. If you're building, if you're like a prop maker, it's a very like carpentry, like any of that stuff. Architecture is like obviously like a big one because if you fuck that up, people die. But like I think for the most part, geometry is more of like a creative kind of like sculpting tool than anything. Yeah. And like algebra is like, oh, okay, like, basic.
You guys ever get like anxiety?
You really, really need algebra. Like that's like the most important form of math, like on the planet.
I know you do, but I can't think of an example of algebra that I've used in the last...
You do. You use it probably like every day. You just don't think about how you use it every day because you don't think in algebra. Whenever you're trying to figure...
I actually use geometry
Whenever you're trying to figure out how much something costs or how much something is without knowing the defined amount, or you don't know a certain part of like how much something costs, and you're measuring out money, you're using algebra. Literally every time. It's used regularly.
I don't think about that at all.
Chris, whenever you're like, I want to do something, but I might not have enough time, it should take me this amount of minutes to get there. But what if there's this thing that stops me or slows me down? Like whenever you're thinking about something where you don't have all of the variables, you are using algebra, which is used every single day.
I guess so, but I really feel like if somebody took an algebra test and they got like 10% on it, I still feel like they could figure all that stuff out.
They could figure that stuff out, but it could be easier if they just know algebra. Simply.
I guess so, yeah. Yeah. What was it you were saying? You ever get anxiety?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. No, because we were talking about architecture and like building stuff, and if you don't build things right, people can die. And I was just wondering, like, if you ever get like an anxiety when you see like a big structure, or like it's usually when I'm in like a fucking hotel, or something, and I'm like, what if just one little part of this was built wrong and then shit just starts collapsing? Like, do you ever have thoughts like that? Because I do sometimes, and I feel weird. I'm like, I'd feel much safer being just on the top floor and smashing into everybody else than being one of the people that gets fucking pancaked. I don't know if you ever have those thoughts, but I do. Just thinking about how lazy some people are and how some people are like, they come around and inspect and they're like, just, no, it's fine. And they haven't even looked at it.
I assume in architecture
I totally know what you mean.
I assume they like test the structures.
I mean,
like, it's like how to explain. Like they test, like they do like a 3D figure of the structure, and they test all the points that they're weighing things on before they do that. Because like things don't, like most buildings don't just crumble. You know, at least most modern buildings don't just fall the fuck over.
Yeah,
you know,
they got it down to a science.
Listen, man,
but
I've made my fair share of forge maps, and I can tell you architecture's pretty fucking easy. Okay, so anybody who's out there who's like an architect, big fucking deal. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. You know?
Yeah. You ever see that episode of The Simpsons when they're building Flanders a house?
Oh my god, I remember that episode.
It's so fucking funny.
I haven't seen that episode in a long time.
It's so good. The master bedroom, it's so fucking, it's like the door could fit into your hand how small it is, but like the illusion of it just looks like you're walking down the hallway, but you actually get to the door. Dude, it's just like a fucking, it's so good.
I do get that feeling on bridges a lot. Like whenever I'm driving across a bridge, I'm never having a good time. Because
Dude,
it's just like,
yeah.
Because in a building, like if I'm at the bottom floor of a building, you know, all the floors on top of me are probably going to tumble down or like something, I'm going to get crushed or something. If I'm at the top of a building, I'm probably falling out or like I'm going to die, whatever. But like the thought of like a bridge collapsing and just me having such terrible luck that I just happen to be crossing this bridge for a maximum of like maybe 3 minutes I'm on this bridge. And that's the time that this bridge decides to come down, as opposed to like a building that I'm in like all the time and I kind of can't avoid it. That's the shit that fucking bothers me. Also, I've just seen so many bridges just fall. Did you ever see that video? They showed this to me in high school and it fucked me up ever since. Like I can't go on bridges without like having some form of like anxiety now. But there's this video of this bridge that's like twirling. Like the cement is moving like a fucking, like a carpet or like a blanket.
I've seen that.
Oh yeah.
I've seen that. Yeah, that's fucking horrifying.
It doesn't look solid. It's like pavement. It's solid cement. It's brick. It's all these things that are made to build bridges, but it's moving like fucking water. And it's like, that can happen? That is fucking insane. That's like if somebody's bones became like a fucking waterbed.
It's insane. You know? Well, bridges are meant to move. You know, that's the point. Bridges are like meant to sway.
I understand.
And you don't think about that. Even buildings are meant to sway. Like you're in a city right now. The buildings in the city are meant to sway when the wind goes by them.
I understand.
That's the point of them. You don't feel it,
though.
But when you see it, it's different.
It's one thing though to see it at that fucking velocity, because that obviously that bridge came down. Like there was a famous bridge collapse. And it's like,
yeah, it was the Tacoma Bridge. I'm looking.
Yeah, it's the most unsettling. Anybody listening right now, look up Tacoma Bridge. It fucks you up. If you have any anxiety about bridges, it'll fuck you up. Like
I'm not a big fan of heights in general anymore. Like I used to be okay with heights, but ever since I broke my ribs from falling off that gate, like heights have like had a different. Like I've gained a very serious level of respect for heights. Like very serious level of respect for like up. You know, like, I don't like planes. Heights. I don't like planes because
I'm
every
okay
time
with planes.
I hate it. Every time I look outside of a plane, I feel like every time I look outside of a plane window, I feel like Icarus when he's falling.
Oh, no,
what am I doing here?
I like looking outside.
I've overstepped my boundaries.
Yeah, I like looking outside on the plane.
I hate it so
the thing
much.
is, it's like you're so high that it doesn't even register as high.
Exactly.
No,
That's
for me,
exactly
it
how I
registers as
feel.
very high because I see things moving. And I'm like, this is what God sees us as. Why shouldn't it be up here?
But you're moving
I'm overstepping my boundaries.
It's almost like playing an RTS almost, where it's like, this isn't real.
Yeah.
It feels so fake being on a plane. I get nervous being on a plane, but it's really just the premise of being on a plane and the thought of like, if anything goes wrong, even slightly, I'm gone. Like there's no happy ending here. There's nothing. There's no like safe landing really. Like I'm just done. I'm out. I'm out of the picture. I'm out of the game. My stuff is up for grabs. You know, nothing. My last tweet. What the fuck was my last tweet? Oh my god. You know,
that's why you should always tweet something nice before you fucking get on a plane. Just seal it with the kiss, just in case.
Just put up like, by the way, everybody should love one another, and then you die, and then like suddenly you're a saint.
Fucking fair. You just treat the N-word, treat the hard R, and then you just die. You never have to explain it.
If you tweet, you could tweet something absolutely heinous, but then as long as the tweet immediately after that is like, be kind to one another, and then you die, everybody will be like, oh man, what a kind soul.
That's not true. If Keemstar tweeted be kind to each other and he freaking exploded, I'd be like, well, crazy, huh? He still sucks.
I mean, he's different.
Wow.
Keemstar's different though. That's like, it's like
Keem's a little different in this case, but
Keem's a little different. Like you've seen, I don't know about you, but I've seen plenty of dead insects in my life, and I never thought anything.
Damn,
I thought anything
Ooh.
If somebody shoots a rat just died. Not an animal just died. A rat just died. Different.
I would feel bad. Rats are cute.
Yeah, sure. What's next? You got any questions?
Yeah, we got some questions. We got.
Wait, hold on. I just realized that we didn't talk about contrivance.
Do we want to?
Oh my god, that's gonna be the whole podcast thing. Because we're gonna go on a roll.
We'll make it brief.
Okay.
If you follow us on Twitter, or if you've even searched for this podcast, evidently you might have taken notice of another podcast that has used the name Snark Tank. It's another podcast, a completely unrelated podcast, and I guess some of you have like been confused and like gone over to them and like made shit hard for them or whatever the fuck. I don't really care. They recently renamed their podcast to Contrivance, which I think is a worse name, obviously, but they changed it, and instead of just saying like, oh hey, this podcast is being confused with this podcast a lot, so we decided to change the name. They took this weird moment out of one of their episodes to just announce like, hey, we're changing the name because we don't want to be associated with potential white supremacists. That was their reasoning, and then they were unnecessarily, I don't know, to me, like, they could have said anything. They could have said, like, oh, we didn't want to be associated with, we didn't want to be associated with these stupid assholes, these stupid, putrid lowlifes, these scum of the earths, and I probably wouldn't have taken notice of it. But, if you're gonna call me, like, if you're gonna call us, especially, white nationalists, when your podcast is, like, hosted by, like, 3 white people, I just think that's kind of irritating, and it's stupid. It's also just, like, completely false, which is the only thing. It's like, you could have called me an asshole, and I would have been like, yeah, totally. Yeah, that's fine. But don't lie.
They called me a white nationalist. Me. The black man. That's my character point. I'm a black person. I can't even get mad at it because I honestly think, so this is what I think. I think that what happened was someone told them that there was another Snark Tank podcast that was hosted by the 3 of us. They probably found you because you're the biggest person in our group, and they probably saw a lot of the stupid shit that people say about you initially. So before they took time to figure out that this was a podcast that was hosted solely by minorities, they were just like, potential white nationalists.
Can I stop you there?
What's that?
Because I actually it was brought to my attention because I thought after Chris brought it up on Twitter, that was going to be the end of it. It was funny. I woke up at 4 a.m. to take a piss, and then I see that all that stuff, and I was like, oh, it's pretty crazy. So one of them reached out, said sorry, and I was just like, yeah, fair enough. It's just funny. Like, it wasn't that big of a deal. But I'm assuming it's the girl that said it in the first place, the one that said called us the potential white nationalists, because there was a post on their Twitter account explaining everything. It's 5 parts. So it says, hello, fans of Snark Tank Team. We'd like to apologize and clarify our statement of we don't want to be associated with potential white nationalists. This wasn't targeted at the show's black creators, but at Chris Reagan and his fan base. They are the problem. So that's the first part. So, nice. And this is interesting because it goes back pretty far. Back in 2018, we were lightly brigaded by the Snark Tank fans just for having the name. At the time, their show's feed had been quiet for 5 months. We tweeted at them to ask about it. We could have been more thorough. This led to us to learn about Chris in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're not familiar with Chris, please Google him and draw your own conclusions. Ours is he used to be a big shithead. Now he's a regular shithead who says problematic things for clicks while maintaining plausible deniability.
Yeah.
This issue is this is the issue that his fan base attracts. And then it says, we don't care if Chris is personally racist, sexist, etc. We care that many of his fans are, because of his kind of content tends to be a dog whistle for bigoted and exclusionary ideals. Like, we can stop there. We can stop there.
Yeah.
Dude, that's such an overanalyzation of a person. It's just like, bro, what?
Let me translate it for you. Our podcast isn't good or popular, and we hate being confused with another podcast that is big and popular. We wanted to change our name, and that's it. That's what that means. That's what that means, is that they didn't want to be successful at the behest of other people that they didn't like, so they wanted instead to fail on their own behalf. And that's
commendable, actually.
That's fine to me. I totally respect that. But you're not going to get any like they were messaging me. It's like, oh man, yeah, like you said, like some of them were like, oh, I'm so sorry, like we didn't mean whatever. And it's like, bro, I'm not angry. Like it's just stupid. And
it is really stupid.
You know, I don't even know what more to say about it, because it's just so fucking silly.
To me, the part about, like, say, looking in and drawing their own conclusions, I'm speculating that the girl that even said the potential white nationalist in the first place, she's the one that was aware of you from the beginning. Because if you do research, let's say you type in Chris Reagan's name in Google, the first thing that pops up, it just tells you who you are. And there's nothing that says any of those things about you that yeah. was described in those posts. So it lets you know that something happened, like, say it says often criticizing social justice and feminism. That's what it says in your, like, Wikipedia or whatever. Mm-hmm. Maybe saw that as, how dare he? And then possibly, maybe it's either you were known about before, like, and I'm saying I think it's her, the girl that said that, or some of her creators that she follows, like maybe some of her favorites, they probably said, because it sounds like, you know, we hear some of this stuff about you. And it's coming from, like, the bread tube side, like the hardcore progressive ideologues, like the ones that were the ideals basically dictates their entire being. And that's the type of shit that, you know, because, like,
so
there's
ridiculous.
a difference. There's a big difference between just being, like, fucking progressive or whatever and being a fucking, and attaching an ideologue on it. Because I know Christian conservatives that I never hear from them. They're just, I believe in what I believe, whatever. And then there's the ideologues that are telling everyone they're going to hell and everybody that's gay is fucking problematic and all this stuff. And then same shit happens on any side that has their ideals just attached to their fucking their identity through and through. So they're just, like, really troubled people. And that description of you on that Twitter was like, this is somebody who is an ideologue. And it's fucking ridiculous, because just looking at Chris Reagan, looking at the front page of Google, there's zero of anything that says that you're that type of person or your fan bases or this or that. So
the thing that's confusing, the thing that's really confusing to me is that, like, I don't know how many hosts this other majority white podcast has, but but you know, some of the hosts will reach out to me and they'll be like, they'll apologize and they'll sound like super sincere, and then the main podcast feed will be like, oh, well, this person's obviously like a problematic shithead. And it's like, I don't know what the fuck. This is the most schizophrenic group of people that I've ever seen. Like, I don't know what the fuck they want me to think. I don't know what the hell their opinion is.
So it's so fucking insane.
It's just all over the place.
Baffling. It's just baffling, and it doesn't matter, honestly. So like, they had a problem.
So here's my message. I would say if just don't go brigade him, don't spam him, don't harass him.
Definitely not.
That doesn't do anybody any favors. Just makes us seem like shitheads. And also, we don't really care. Like, let's be real. Like, our podcast is better. it's doing better. It's fine. We don't need to kick this other one while they're down. So just leave them alone. Leave them be. I'll probably meme about it for a while, but don't actually like harass them or anything. Like it's not.
Yeah, please don't, guys. All that shit does is just emphasizes more bullshit, and then it just gives them more reason to think we're X way when it's really not that big of a deal. Just let them be. They said something stupid. They clearly understand how stupid it was. What they said was, let it go. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Well, at least I can say some of them, because I feel like the mastermind as not unless Chris, the mastermind of the post, who I'm assuming, like I said, is the girl, unless she apologized to you directly. I don't know, V, but I know like one of the dudes reached out probably, and that's what I'm just assuming. It's probably secondhand information, and I feel like one person was just like, I know this person and I know who these people represent, and I'm going to tell you what's the deal. That's what I feel like it is.
I probably criticized somebody that she really likes or something. Maybe she was like, oh man, that Francesca Ramsey video is real mean. Or something. I don't know. Whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, but, and that's the thing. Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, no, it's fine. We don't have to get super into it.
Yeah, but have a blessed evening though, for real. Let them have a blessed day. Do your thing, y'all. Hope you guys succeed. Live long and prosper and all that shit.
Yeah, although I do have I would say you guys sound a little wooden. That's not even me being mean. That's a genuine, like, maybe look to address that, because it sounds like listening to a fake radio show on like a sitcom or something. People were like linking there's like this fake radio show in a 30 Rock episode that it sounds like super similar to, where it's just very wooden. So my advice to you guys would be sound more like people instead of, walking husks. And that is my friendly business advice to Contrivance. And with that said, we've got some questions. So, Jackson Absage wrote in, and he said something very simple. Best party experience. What is the best party experience that you ever had? And I couldn't think of one, but what this immediately reminded me of is the worst party experience that I'd ever had.
Mine is the best and the worst at the same time. The time I puked all over my dick was like a good time and a really bad time.
What?
I had to walk home in like a pink shirt. I told the story on the podcast before. I was going to sleep with a girl. I was going to sleep with a girl one time, and then like I ended up getting like way too fucking drunk, and I threw up all over myself, and my cousin had to like come and bring me clothes, but he brought me like a pink shirt and shit. And it was really fucking embarrassing, but also the party leading up to that, I was on fire with the girl. Like I was just like slinging my shit, bro. Like I was like a wizard. Like they couldn't stop me. I was just using all the right moves. And then like I threw up all over myself. I didn't get laid in the bathroom. And I was like, wow, this has really had some highs and lows tonight.
Wait, did you, at the beginning of this, did you say you threw up on your dick?
Yeah, all over my dick.
Oh my god.
All over my dick. All over my stomach, my dick, my pants, just like that, all over.
I'm very happy that I don't have any idea what that's like.
It's just
neither do I.
You just feel disgusting. That's it. That's all. You just feel like, oh, I'm a fucking piece of shit.
Doesn't burn though? Like it's like a stomach acid on there?
No, it wasn't. It burned. It was probably burned a little bit, but I was too drunk because like I was a lot of alcohol and like it was like a lot of alcohol, Monster, fucking Red Bull.
Oh my god!
And like fucking like hot dogs and shot dogs and like burgers and shit. Like it was just like a college
Jaeger bombs
party.
And stuff.
It was not. It was mostly vodka shots. I didn't really fuck with Jaeger bombs when I was younger. I just did like straight vodka or like fucking like Patron.
I did a bunch of fucking Jaeger bombs at VidCon. The last VidCon that we went.
Jaeger bombs don't taste good, man.
Well,
but they go down so quick.
Jaeger bombs are good. People usually use Red Bull, and I think they're wrong. They need to use something sweeter like Monster. Jaeger bombs are way better with Monster, in my opinion.
Jaeger bombs don't taste good to me, man.
I think that's where people. Have you had a Jaeger bomb with Monster instead of Red Bull?
I probably have. When I was younger, I might have had it, but
because usually I see all these scrubs using Red Bull, and I think that's wrong. I don't like it.
I also don't like energy drinks in the first place, though, too.
Well, yeah, that's why, dude. Now they have. I was for a while. I was addicted to. There's this fruit punch Monster. It's fucking ridiculous. It's like it comes in a pink can, and
I've seen the pink one.
It's fucking, and not like the zero sugar rose one, because there's a zero sugar rose one that's kind of pinkish. Don't fuck with that one. This one has sugar in it, and it's like a punch. And I was addicted for a while because I was like, this is way better than like Kool-Aid or anything I've ever had.
That's not even fair because fruit punch is just such a good flavor in general.
It is. Fruit punch is just fruit.
Yo, that fruit punch high C, man. That shit's
different, man.
That shit is still delicious.
Bro, what about the lava? You ever had that lava burst fucking high C though?
Yes.
That they would have at McDonald's and shit.
It's been a long time.
Is a different animal, bro.
It's been a long time since I've had that, but I remember that being good.
Fuck, now I'm getting hungry.
That shit hits so different, dude. Like that, and I can't for the life of me. Anytime I bring this up, and I must be missing something because anytime I bring that up, somebody like talks shit about Michelle Obama. And they said that like she had something to do with it. Yeah, like I guess she was trying to make America healthy or something.
Oh
and I was like, is that true?
Yeah. She was like really on board with the whole like everybody eat cauliflower on Halloween or I don't know something. Some nonsense.
But I was like, how true is that though? Because
it's probably not actually true. It's probably just something that's like loosely associated with her. During the time that it stopped, it's like one of those.
It was probably it was around the same time, I assuming. Because what the fuck, dude? It's your best beverage at McDonald's. They got taken out. Why? But anyway, what's your party story, man?
Oh my god, this is such a fucking awkward. So, of my main group of friends, I was the first person to start dating. So I had a girlfriend before other people in high school. And we were all invited to this like house party or something. It was like it was the first house party that I'd ever seen or ever been to or like anything. And we both went, and because we were like the only people there who conceivably like were dating in any capacity, they said, "Hey, you guys want to come upstairs?" And they pushed us into a room and locked the door. As if they were like, "Hey, go fuck in this room at this house party." And we're like,
what the fuck?
Teenagers, basically. It's the weirdest fucking shit. And like neither of us were even close to ready for anything like that. So we just sat there just like wondering like how long is it going to take for them to like open this door.
Was it like the 7 minutes in heaven type of thing?
That's super fuck.
It was really weird. It wasn't like, it sounds worse than it is just when I'm saying it. Because like the vibe was a little bit more like, ah ha ha. And it wasn't like super serious. It just felt really weird. And I remember being like, what do we do here? So we just pretended. Like we just made a bunch of noise in the room and like started like moving shit. And then we walked out. And we just like pretended that something had happened. And it was like a really weird, just a very weird aura to that day.
That's
like,
so fucking terrible.
Before all that happened, it was no. It wasn't. It wasn't sad or like traumatizing. It was just like a really strange. Like I don't think that's ever
supposed to be
really
your best party experience.
No, it's
this
the worst.
Is the worst one. This is the worst
that's
one.
What the question was?
No. The question was the best one, but I can't think of a best one because typically.
Okay. I was like, wait, this is good? I was like,
no.
Okay.
The best party experience is probably, I don't know. I was probably blitzed out of my mind at like some place that I had no right to be at, and it was cool. That's probably
you probably don't even remember the yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's for sure. I think the same thing. This is actually kind of weird when I think about it because I forgot about this till right now. That I was probably in middle school, and my friend Cameron had a very rich friend. And she was having this birthday at this huge ass house, and it was very inappropriate because the parents were downstairs, so there were chaperones, and the parents were getting fucked up downstairs. But everybody else, like all of us fucking middle schoolers, were upstairs, and the only supervision was really the DJ and her older sister, but they didn't give a fuck. So it was very like, it felt like how I remember the very small few clubs I went to as an adult. The vibe was like that too. At the time, I thought it was so fucking cool. All this dancing and shit. I remember this fucking wild ass girl with orange lipstick that I'm like, what the fuck is this? But I started like grinding with this girl. I remember it being very like, when I'm thinking about it at the time, I'm like, what the fuck was that? Like, if that was stupid. But at the time, it was really fun. I felt like a fucking player, dude. I felt like a Mac, dude. I was just like, yo, this is dope. I'm having a great time. But it was probably not like an adult like looking at kids doing it. It was probably really embarrassing and cringy. But as far as like having like a really bad experience, I remember the first time because I didn't smoke weed till I was like 18 because I just never. Yeah. I didn't need it really. Because I would drink a little bit and I was totally fine with that. But then my friend Brian was like almost upset with me that I had never smoked before. He was like, what the fuck? Like, this is happening. I don't give a fuck what you say. So it was just pure pressure.
Nice, same.
And he had this like Superman kush. So my first smoking experience was some really good weed and I was already drunk. And I was so fucked up to the point where I could barely walk. And I thought we were all leaving at the end of the night to like just go somewhere. And I was so fucked up, I guess I heard something wrong because I got dropped off at my house. And I was like, what the fuck's happening? Like, my car is still at the party. Like, I drove here. And I thought we were going to like go to the Heights or I thought we were doing something. And they dropped me off. And I was like, luckily the liquor stores were open late around that time. And so I walked to this liquor store. I got fucking Doritos and like a Gatorade. And then I walked back to the party, which it probably took like 20 minutes because it wasn't that far away, but it felt like fucking hours because like, I don't even know how I didn't get picked up by the cops because I was so fucking gone.
You're just stumbling around.
I was so pissed at my friends. I'm like, dude, what the fuck happened? Like, why did you drop me off? I thought we were like, everybody was in a car and it seemed like I specifically remember, hey, we're going such and such. I'm like, what? My car's there. Why would you drop? Like, I still don't understand that. That pissed me off so much, but yeah. Good times. Good times all around.
Lucky you, man.
What an array of stories.
That's such a not that bad time of a time to go for a bad party, but also like you must have had some good parties. And if that's like your worst one,
that's actually now that you said that. Look. Okay. So I don't remember if I mentioned this or not because it just popped in my head. As far as worst, there actually was a bad. I feel like I mentioned this to somebody at least. I was in Norwalk partying with my old bandmates, and long story short, a fight broke out by my car, so they broke my side view mirror. While I was inside the party, I think I possibly might have gotten, not intentionally spiked, but I think somebody was drinking some bullshit mixed with their Four Loko. And back then, I usually just trusted everybody, and I was like, yo, let me get a swig. And I felt so fucking weird. And then a pit bull was in the backyard and bit my foot because I had flip-flops on. So that was actually I forgot about that experience right now because I try to probably block it out of my memory.
Jesus
Christ. Sounds like a bad experience.
That was a bad fucking night. I totally forgot about that.
That sounds pretty fucking horrible.
Fucking Christ.
Jesus goddamn.
All right. What's the next one? What's another one of these? Mike Sapien. Or Mike Sapin, something like that, wrote in. He goes, ahoy, me snarkies. Have any of you seen Tenet yet? That movie is fucking nuts. Christopher Nolan actually crashes a plane for the movie. I'll be real, guys. I don't find Christopher Nolan movies all that impressive. I think they're fine.
They're interesting.
I mean, I think the Batman movies are cool. Right? That's Nolan, right?
Yeah.
I like Interstellar just because I like fucking sci-fi movies just in general. So
yeah, the premise of Interstellar is really cool.
I like it. I like the fucking wormholes and shit like that. That shit, like I'm so curious about that stuff. So it's cool to see that and to see like when he was actually passing through like the black hole thing, like what they chose to do with it. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, Tenet, I've been seeing memes of it and like GIFs. But, like, I don't know. I don't really care.
I'm going to see it. I like Denzel Washington's son, so I'm going to see it. I think his name is David Washington or whatever his name is. So I'm definitely going to see it. I didn't know that was his son. I was so fucking thrown off when I found out that was his kid.
I didn't even know. I mean, it makes sense he has kids, but I didn't even think about it.
Yeah,
he's a grown-ass man. He's a grown-ass man. That's so weird. Like, oh, your kids can't be that old because Denzel Washington's that old. That man's like 63 years old.
He's a grown-ass man with kids who are grown-ass men, probably, at this point.
That's weird.
Yeah, his kids are adults. They're older than us. It's weird. Because I thought Denzel was like 50, 52, maybe?
Yeah, and I guess he's pretty, like...
He's like 63.
Like, my mom is 59, so, you know, I guess it makes sense, you know what I mean? Like, as a normal person having kids around in their 20s... and then they grow up, but you just kind of like, you're so used to seeing these people on the screen and they never have their kids in the picture. And then one day, oh, here's my adult son. It's like, what the fuck is this shit? Unlike Will Smith, who took the completely different route, where he's like, yeah, here's my kids at every fucking waking moment.
He loves his kids. He wasn't going anywhere without his fucking kids. I respect that too, honestly.
I respect it, but then there's a certain, like, it could have gone so horribly wrong. Like, say, introducing your kids to the public sometimes fucks them up, like, really bad. But Jaden, as weird as he is, he seems okay. Willow, relatively okay. Relatively. Like,
I think they're both fine kids. I don't think there's anything really wrong with them. I think Jaden is just a rich
weird
kid that has, like, an open mind, I guess. And then Willow's a girl.
They're weird. They're weird.
They're weird.
You
don't think they're weird? What are you, stupid?
They're definitely just like rich kids. They're just like rich kids that like have the money.
Have you seen Jaden Smith's Twitter account, dude?
I don't think he's really that weird. He's just like one of those like free spirit kids. It's like, oh yeah, let him do his thing. Whatever.
Have you seen his Twitter account though?
I haven't seen his Twitter in a long time. I don't even know he's still posted on Twitter, honestly.
But do you remember his Twitter account?
He's ended up on my Twitter trash like multiple times.
Really?
He's fucking weird, dude.
He's the guy like who said like, what if our eyes aren't real or something? That was him. Like he was like, what if our eyes aren't real? What if the color of the mirror is the color of our souls or some bullshit? He's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, he's one of those free spirit kids, dude.
Yeah, he's free spirit.
Yeah, one of those free spirit kids. It's like, yeah, let him do his thing, whatever. He's not hurting nobody.
That's not a free spirited kid. That's a kid getting free spirits. That's a kid like going to a fucking. That is a kid drunk off his mind, probably high on something, tweeting something that he thinks makes sense, and then he wakes up in the morning. He's like, I guess I tweeted that, but I'm too famous to delete it because everybody knows about it now. It's just
here's a mess. Here's a cool one. The more time you spend awake, the more time you spend asleep. That's a cool one.
Oh my god, fucking such a fucking
that's
idiot.
kind of true though, but like it's not really. I guess the more time you spend awake, the more time you spend to sleep. The longer you're awake, the longer you need to sleep.
That's not what that says.
He said the more time you spend asleep.
Oh, the more time you spend awake.
Yeah.
Don't they kind of go? If you
those
stay
two
awake,
can't work together.
If you stay awake for a long time, that means you have to sleep to get your energy back.
Yes, you have to sleep more, but that doesn't mean you're sleeping more.
That doesn't mean you're sleeping more, but like they're kind of inherently similar things.
Let's simplify this. Let me help you, Kingston. Imagine these words coming out of a kid who is A, not black, and A, not Will Smith's kid. Some random fucking white kid's tweeting this.
I would literally be like, oh, cool, dude, and I'd keep walking. That's it. I'd be like, oh wow, awesome, dude.
No, you would.
I wouldn't give, dude. You overestimate how much fucks I give about people saying dumb shit. People say weird shit and I leave because I understand something crazy is about to happen.
No. You underestimate the amount of shit that you give.
If someone walked up to me and said some weird, like, introspective shit, I'd be like, oh, I'm probably gonna leave because this might be a fucking Dahmer kid or a Manson kid. I'm gonna get out of here. This energy's wrong.
You underestimate how much you give a shit, I think.
Dude, unless they're like hurting people, unless they're like saying something like hyper ignorant, I just don't care. It's like,
no. What I'm saying is like you say you don't care a lot, but then you often tweet about how much you don't care, which indicates that you care a lot. You understand?
Dude, no, Chris. I tweet about things that genuinely matter to me, like Dungeons and Dragons, or comic books, or a show I think is really good that people are shitting on, or stuff like that. But if someone just says something, I'm just like, okay.
Do you remember when that guy called you? Do you remember when that guy called you something or whatever, and you were like, you really want to get into an insult contest with me? Or whatever the hell?
I was like, you want to get an insult contest with me? And he was like, yeah. And I was just like, okay, dude, well, cool. And then I didn't go any further than that. I made one comment back, and I was like, all right, cool, dude. And I stopped. And then I nicknamed myself Sweeny the Spineless. That was fucking funny. That's it.
That is a pretty good way to go about it. All right, let's move on. Let's try and get like 3 more.
Gotcha.
Let's try and get like 3 more in like a fucking stupid quick. He Larvey Boswell wrote in, simple question for you. I feel like lucky numbers tell a lot about a person, so what are yours? I don't know what the fuck this means because I don't know if any of us are really superstitious at all, but I thought it was like kind of vaguely interesting to see if like, are any of us at all superstitious? Did you like carry around like a fucking thing?
I'm sentimental, not superstitious.
Really? You're sentimental, not superstitious?
Yeah, I carry a picture of like my girlfriend in my wallet because I love her and shit. But like my favorite number is 27. I don't know. It's just I like the number. That's it.
But do you do that shit like? I feel like I carry things because I kind of feel vaguely like I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm superstitious, but I wouldn't. I don't know if I would put it past me necessarily.
I've seen luck firsthand. Like me and Chris have witnessed a real lucky creature firsthand. Our roommate Joe's uncannily lucky. So I know luck exists. I know it's real. But like at the same time, it's like if I'm not lucky, I'm not gonna spend time trying to become lucky. I'm just gonna live until I get hit by a fucking brick that falls off a building. You know, like I'm just gonna do it until I'm gonna do it until I can't do it no more. You know, that's it. I don't got time to look for luck.
There's something that a lot of people misinterpret. Some of the most successful people, they all follow this, the law of attraction, but some people take it a little bit too literal. Like when the book The Secret became really big and like Oprah started promoting it and stuff, it was being interpreted wrong by Oprah and people like that, because they're like, oh, visualize things and then they'll come to you via the law of attraction, and that literally doesn't make sense, right? If I just think about it enough, it's just going to show up. No, it's a subconscious thing. It is attracting vibes to you, attracting like your subconscious mind brings you towards stuff that is positive. Like usually when you're a negative asshole, negative stuff happens to you a lot. But when you think about that, you're like above that stuff, like a lot of psychopaths that just do a bunch of horrible things in life, but they never get in trouble or anything. It's because they don't believe that their mind is not leading them down a path of like, I'm going to do things that are going to get me caught. It's like, it's one of those things that it's like a mentality of like being lucky is more of a mentality than anything, where you just kind of skate through life. All this nice stuff happens to you because you keep bringing yourself to these things subconsciously. And it's not like a spiritual, it's not a weird thing, like a force that's literally bringing you. It's just like your subconscious mind. Like we do so many things that we don't notice that we're doing, you know? And I think that's what luck really is in my interpretation, because every generation there's like a book like that. The Science of Getting Rich. They tell you the same thing. Get up in the morning and say thank you. Think about what you want. You know, visualization. The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. Go back even further, and then all these rich motherfuckers and entrepreneurs are saying the same exact shit. They just be like this. Oh, thank you. Where some people thank the Lord, other people just say thank you in general. Like they get up and they go to sleep saying thank you, and then they're in positive moods, and then positive outcomes make you do like more positive and better shit. It just like, it's kind of like, the idea of beating a cancer, where if you're so negative and you're just like kind of your body just, you allow it to shut down, you know, you can be consumed by it much quicker than say if you were trying to beat it. So it's kind of like a mentality thing.
What if you're like a simpleton and you don't understand that negative things are happening all around you and you just don't register it? Would you?
I guess I would need to see
like, would that technically qualify? Like,
I don't know.
Because like if you there's like that I don't know where this started necessarily. I don't know if it's really true either, but like there's a general kind of thought process that says like, you know, the more intelligent you are, the kind of more miserable you are, because you're just more cognizant of all the terrible shit that's happening. Whereas if you're just sort of like
ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, ignorance is bliss. So like, would you say that like somebody who's ignorant is like more likely to be lucky than somebody who's like
probably
super intelligent?
I wouldn't necessarily say lucky, but I would say happy for sure.
That makes sense.
I would say like,
yeah.
But think of it like this.
But happy would theoretically bring about positive energy, though, right? Wouldn't it? So it would technically bring about what is ostensibly luck.
A stupid and ignorant person isn't usually trying to go anywhere or really trying to achieve stuff.
Or they may just view things that happen to them as positive, therefore they feel as if they're lucky. And that would give off those positive vibes, actually. So I think it would kind of go back into itself.
It's like like the bike meme where it's like, oh, the total amount of happiness in the world increased. You remember that? You remember that comic with the guy who gets his bike stolen?
Yeah.
I have a question, but like people. How do you quantify people that actually have bad luck, though? Because some people are just around a series of unfortunate events constantly. Like that person that got struck by lightning twice. Like, that's some shit, bro. That's a record breaker.
That is some crazy shit. But I I remember one of my friends, she was a very negative person. And shit, I can't explain what happened to her too. Like, say, we were driving somewhere and full of cars, a friend full of cars, and she was talking about this, how unlucky she is, and fucking a car next to her, I guess, hits a pebble on the road just in the perfect spot to where it bounced in the car and hit her in the face. Like, when does that happen? When does that happen to people? But it happened, like, that has never happened to me one time, and I've been driving since I was 18. Like, and it's just like so weird that shit happens. There's some stuff obviously we can't explain. I don't know, and I won't pretend to know. But one thing that is, I think that is pretty likely is that very positive outcome go-getters, you know, they usually tend to be the lucky ones. And you see like, people that are like mad and everything sucks. They don't do shit. And then bad shit, they go down and they make decisions. They go down the wrong alley. Where, you know, somebody that is actually, you know, much more positive and they've thought things through. They don't do shit like that. Yeah. Like, I've lived in the hood and I got fucked with one time for just being like, you know, wrong place, wrong time, but nothing really happened. I got punched in the chin. Big deal, you know, but I don't think, I'm usually pretty optimistic, and I think that's why, like, I haven't just ended up in a really dumbass situation to where I don't know. I feel like I'm just
Do you believe that the more positive you are, the more you manipulate the world around you, therefore better things happen to you?
Say it again. One more time.
You probably the world around you is definitely like altered. So because it's weird. Because I feel like that happens. That people that are very positive, the world around them tends to just be more positive.
To a certain extent, I think to a certain extent, I don't think it's like some crazy universal thing that's just shifting in your favor. I just think that it's just like, look, even like say, cause you know how you can sense somebody when they're close behind you or something, or subconsciously you're thinking subconsciously that you see somebody in the way they're standing, their posture, their face, are they smiling? Do they seem happy or something like that? I think sometimes somebody just seeing like, oh, this person seems really welcoming and inviting, and somebody might just come up to you and give you something or something opposed to if you looked like a piece of shit, like they wouldn't even be around you at all. Like say my presence was pretty inviting when I was working as a cashier, and I would get like free shit all the time, and I would have like these older women that would like, you know, just hit on me, like all this weird, cause I was like a very, like, people are so surprised when their animals and their babies love me. They're like, wow, they're so cold to everybody else. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe because I'm not like a secret psychopath. I love things, and I think just people can feel that, and then so you invite more people and better people into your life.
I think that's probably true to some extent. But
people like me, and I'm definitely a psychopath.
Oh my fucking god!
What I actually didn't hear you for a second, Chris. Were you talking?
I know. It's this episode's gonna be a lot of overlapping audio.
My bad.
No, it's fine. I think it's just the setup right now. But I don't know, man. No one's ever gonna convince me that Joe does not have like some kind of fucking luck angel, like constantly fucking following him. He's the most absurdly lucky person I think I've ever seen, to the point where I didn't believe in luck before I met him, and then I saw him and it was like, well, it's clearly like scientifically I believe that it's a fucking physical force that exists and that it chooses because it's insane. Joe could tumble out of a skyscraper and land in like Robert Downey Jr.'s convertible sitting upright. And like Robert Downey Jr. could turn to his right and be like, oh, whoa, weird. What a nice soul this is that he landed in my car. Be my friend now. Like that doesn't even sound absurd to me as I'm saying it.
Joe's the kind of guy that would end up mistakenly becoming like a fucking billionaire.
Yeah. Like a billionaire a billionaire would be dying, and he would have so much contempt for his kids that he would pick like a random PayPal address to send his money to, and it would be his. I'm so sure of it. It's insane. I've never seen anything like it.
Does he play the lottery?
Definitely.
Does he play the lottery or gamble or anything like that?
Nobody should.
Yeah, like what the fuck is he waiting for?
He doesn't abuse it. That's what it is. He's the definition of like great power, great responsibility, where he just like he understands that he has power and he just doesn't use it for evil. He's just there.
Fair enough.
I hate it. It's so infuriating.
I don't hate him because, like, you know, do your thing. You know, like, do.
I don't hate him.
Life,
I don't hate him. I hate the fact that he has that. That's such an. I think I have it too, to a degree, but it's like it's more like grand. I have a grand sense of luck, but not like these everyday, like, you know, noticeable kernels of luck that just like sort of fall into his laps. I feel like the fact that I'm still alive is nothing short of a miracle, given how fucking unintelligently I've lived my life up until now. But
there you go.
I don't know, man. Luck is fucking weird. I don't know if I have any lucky number. I think 7 is probably like if I see a 7, I feel like if I'm in like a hotel and like my hotel room has like a 7 in it, I feel like better about that for some reason, even though I'm not superstitious at all, really. I don't know what it is.
Mine's 11. I usually use, like, whenever I need, like, a number sequence. Not typically if it's, like, a passcode or something. I won't do that. But, like,
yo, Derek
I'll
and I in a
stuff.
7-Eleven will clean house.
Oh, shit. What up?
You guys are slow-mos.
All right, well.
Okay, whatever, you're 27 or whatever the fuck your shit was. What is your bum-ass number?
27.
Yeah, fucking bum. Get
the
out
day
of here.
I was fucking born, man. I was like, it's 27. Yeah, it's the day I was fucking ejected into this fucking horrible life. Is that 27 or 12/7/8?
I'm gonna be 27 at the end of this year, which is, by the way, the age that all of the world-renowned famous celebrities die, the cherished ones.
Oh yeah,
lucky you, dude.
So like if I die in this next year, I think that's probably the best luck that I could hope for.
Look, Chris, I love you, dude, but you're not a cherished celebrity.
I would be if I died at 27. That's kind of
so you're gonna be just as good as Morrison, fucking Hendrix,
Cobain.
Joplin, fucking Cobain,
Amy Winehouse,
Amy Winehouse.
She died at 27 too.
Yeah, dude.
That's a whole thing.
Man.
The 27 Club is that all these people died at 27. And as long as you don't even have to be beloved. You don't actually have to be beloved before that. As long as you're 27, well known, and you die, then they'll love you, because that's the formula for love.
That's how it goes. Even
die.
though people die at age 27 all the time, and they never are acknowledged. So
yeah, but they're
that's
not
how it works,
famous
dude.
or like relatively well known.
Okay, fair enough. Let's see how many people it was. 27 death curse. Oh, club, sorry.
Jesus Christ.
It's a crazy amount, actually.
This is so morbid. Let's not do this.
Okay, next question.
Yeah, I think we're good. So I guess we'll just kick it off. Whatever the hell, I don't even know what today's episode was. It was like vaguely morbid, kind of, but not really.
Yep.
I don't know.
A little bit towards
one.
the end. We'll figure out something. It'll probably be like a teddy bear hanging itself. That should be the freaking whatever it's called.
Yeah, I really have no idea what the thumbnail for this one's going to be. Thanks for stopping by. If you like somehow what you heard today, consider supporting us over at patreon.com/the Snark Tank. We also have merch that you can find on the Patreon, where you could get the raw files for the merch for free, where you could just sort of print them on whatever the hell you want. Or at teespring.com/stores/snark-tank. $1 a month gets you early access. $5 gets you a question read on the show. $10 gets you access to our Discord. And we thought about what we wanted to do for the $15 tier, and we're thinking like a certain amount of like Discord invites, so you could like invite other people to the Discord. That's something that we're looking into for 15. Just something until we have like until we're able to do the video show, which won't be happening until a little bit later in the year when I'm back in LA and figuring stuff out. But
shit.
What was it, Derek, that we wanted to talk about?
Okay, so towards the end of the year, the house that I'm living in is going to get sold, and I'm going to have to find a new place to live. Now, before the pandemic hit, we had plans with the Snark Tank to do video format, and then obviously we couldn't do it. And we thought moving forward, how should we do it? Because we still wanted to bring video to you guys. And we were thinking, okay, we'll just do it over Skype or Zoom or whatever is the best technology available for that. And that being said, because of that, since if we wouldn't be meeting up in person, that expanded my options on where I could move. Because at this point, the only reason that I'm really in California is for the Snark Tank, because I've always thought that like at a certain point I wanted to move somewhere much cheaper. I can have a much better place for a lot less money. I was thinking about Henderson, Vegas, or a city in Arizona, because I lived there a few times, or maybe up into Washington because I actually love that type of weather. But another idea was kind of brought onto our desk of what we could do, because now we've been relatively safe. Everything's been kind of chill. Get tested. We know all the procedures and stuff moving forward. So the idea was for me to stay in California and actually get a place that is close to Chris and Sweeny. And doing that, we would get an extra room that would be converted into the studio for the Snark Tank. And then we would be in the same room recording with the video format. Basically, we wanted to bring that to your guys' attention and see if that was something you guys were interested in, because what we would need is just like to raise a certain amount of support, depending on what type of room and whatnot we get, what type of space, because it would be specifically funds allocated for the studio itself. So I don't know exactly how much that would be, but I can't imagine it being more than like 1,000 or something like that. Like if we would just get that, so that would just continuously pay for the studio, and then we would meet up every Sunday like we normally do, and we would record there. So that's another idea. Like if that's something that you guys are interested in, please let us know, and then we can actually, do something, figure out like a goal or something that we can link to the Patreon or something that would specifically be for the studio. So yeah, definitely want to put that out there, because I don't, it just really depends, because I really want to take the Snark Tank much more seriously. It's one of the funnest things that I do, and I know the guys agree with me as well. So just putting that out there, and definitely want to hear your guys' feedback.
Yeah, but that's for the 15 and 25 gets your name dyslexically read at the end of the show, which I will now do. A photo-negative Tom Sawyer, cataclysmic cunt, hard hat skydiver, Jessica Paris, absolute wagon, Finn Kurtz, Aiden Smith, Banana 101 ASDF, Hachassel 9, Progerian Incest Goblin, Nick Baca, Sargon's Tom Sweeney-shaped fuckdoll, Tyler Durden, Billy the Big Ball Brawler, Shronic the Swamp Hog, Alaskan Oilfield Trash, Chris would be a twink if he cared about hygiene, I wish my dad kissed me like Tom Brady, did 9/11, not an FBI agent, Juan Punchman, Marcus Shorten, Mr. Fuck, the name reads of the best part of the show, the price should be lowered to $5. The meat I beat skeets neatly on her teats. Driegser, Abusi, Sir Simpleot, Papa Nurgle, Ruth Bader Ginsburg's moist clam sauce. The Andes Mountains are in South America, Chris. Zesty Keith David, Chris's 69 gigabytes of Coco Bandicoot hentai. Game Controller 25, Danny DeVito's dank delectable draconian dick revolution. Oh, man, Jesus Christ. Derek's leaky left nut. Oh, boy, good lord. Cold Burb, Murder Ascended, David Connolly, the dyslexic that feels Chris's pain, Dunderhead, Ben Douglas, Sweeney's money laundering account, Dragozorath and his 7 slaves, Sergeant Sweaty Sack, Heiko, banned on iTunes is Love, Moto Zealot, Mike Tyson's Left Hook, Sweeny the Kawaii Waifu, Hiroshima Spicy Mushroom, Colonel Colin the Colon Collapsing Kingpin, a Level 1 Cleric, Derek's Unyielding Sex Drive, Ninja Fox, Dummy Thick Dave, Big Dude 0444, Heartless Wretch, the Black Man from Staten Island, Dobby's Freedom Cemented in Semen, Yummy 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 Come Inside My Tummy, Josh Cummings, the ghosts that lived in the apartment above Chris and Sweeny, Jolly Old Dipshit, Emperor Palpatine, Don't Mail Anthrax to 2001 Fish Hatchery, Hugger Derek, lover of 90s punk, Mr. Krabs, why is your daughter naked and chained in the basement, Carson Jones, Keith Erie and David, Fuhey, the Progerian Hunter, deflated left ass cheek, Sonny Chance, the dangle that blampies, or the blampy that dangles, sorry. Toby Shootman, Artie the One Man Party, Please Love Me, Melphis 1, El Culebron, Richter 86, and King of Haphazard. Thank you all for your subscribes, and we'll see you in the next episode that will hopefully be a little less disorienting. I'm in New York currently, New York City, traveling. So things are a little bit off kilter, but we'll be back stronger than ever when we sacrifice the lamb to appease the morning gods. Goodbye.